What up, though, family? Peace, love, and light. It's CJ Does It All podcast, baby. We back. We're not in the compound, but we back. We back. Now, I'm gonna hit on a few topics today. First thing I want to talk about is narcissism, or people being narcissists, right? Because there's a lot of people out here with these narcissistic tendencies, and are narcissists, right? And they act like they don't know they are narcissists. So let's look and see what the definition of a narcissist is, right? So, what is a narcissist? A person who has an excessive interest in or admiration of themselves. It's narcissists who think the world revolves around them. Now, the narcissist personality disorder is a mental health condition in which people have an unreasonably high sense of their own importance. They need and seek too much attention and want people to admire them. Don't we all know people like that, y'all? They feel like they more important than they really are, or they it's like in their mind it's like the world revolves around them, and they're just this, I don't know, quote unquote celebrity in their mind, and people they can't go nowhere like, oh, people are gonna see me, and like, nigga, nobody cares that much about your life, like. But that is a narcissistic tendency. All right. Now let's go to. Let me keep reading. I'm sorry. People with this is a disorder. This is a disorder, y'all. People with this disorder may lack the ability to understand or care about the feelings of others. Let's listen to that. But behind this mask of extreme confidence, they are not sure of their self-worth and are easily upset by slightest criticism. My God. Ding, 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 ding. There you go right there, y'all. I just made a video, right? And I was talking about these type of people, right? It's like you can't tell them anything about themselves. It could be the littlest thing, and they're like, no, well, that's really not me, or they can't internalize what you're saying and look from the outside looking in and say, you know what, maybe I do that, or I do act that way. Let me do a little self-check, right? And see if I'm actually like this. But narcissists, they believe they could do no wrong, or they don't need to change. They don't have to do any shadow work, especially in this quote-unquote conscious community. All the peace and love, and hey, goddess, and king and queen, all that, right? But they can't even heal themselves. They can't even see how other people see them, right? And that's why they attract and draw all this chaos in their life. They tell you, yeah, peace, love, and all that, but their life is in shambles. It's in a chaotic state from their relationships, their past relationships, their relationship with their family, friends, just everything. They try to control everything, and they don't let it flow like water, like life's supposed to flow, right? But let me keep reading. A narcissist personality disorder causing problems in many areas of life. I didn't even read this before. That's a credit. Such as relationships, work, school, or financial matters. People with narcissistic personality disorder may be generally unhappy and disappointed when they're not given the special favors or admiration that they believe they deserve. They may find their relationships troubled and unfulfilling, and other people may not enjoy being around them. That is key. Let me pull it up so y'all can see what I'm talking. Now, didn't I just say that? I swear I only read like a few sentences of the article before I put it up. But people that act like this, they have troubles in every area of their lives, and when they pull other people into their lives, they cause chaos within their lives as well. And they always want like special treatment or favor, like every time they go somewhere, like, yeah, ooh, I got it for free, because they thinking in their minds because they're this special person. And really, somebody probably just wanted to, especially these beautiful sisters. A lot of times, these dudes just be doing that so they can get your number or try to hit it. Let's be honest. Come on now, some of y'all be delusional. But it say they believe they deserve, right? They might find their relationships trouble and unfulfilling. And a lot of those people be disconnected from their feelings. So when they do find somebody, it's like for that short amount of time when they're in that lust stage, it's like, oh, they love them all over them, but they quickly go back into that shell of the unfulfilling or that detachment of love. But let's keep going. It says treatment for narcissistic personality disorder centers around talk therapy, also called psychotherapy. Yeah, because a lot of times they are fucking psychos. Let's be honest. Narcissistic personality disorder affects more males than females, and I can agree with that. And it often begins in the teens or early adulthood when they be hyping up people's heads and your mama and them telling you the stuff, you the shit, but really you a loser. Some children may show trace of narcissism, but this is often typical for their age, and it doesn't mean they'll go on to develop the personality disorder, right? Now let's look at some of the symptoms of narcissistic personality disorder and how severe they can vary. It says people with the disorder can have an unreasonably high sense of self-importance and require constant, excessive admiration, feel they deserve privilege and special treatment, expect to be recognized as superior even without achievements. They make achievements and talents seem bigger than they are. That's one for sure. They be preoccupied with fantasies about success, power, brilliance, beauty, or the perfect mate, and they not able to manifest none of this because they always operating in a low state. No matter how much spiritual work and all the stuff you're doing, it's not going to work because you are a narcissist and you can't get past that. You haven't healed from that trauma that made you into a narcissist. They believe they are superior to others and can only spend time with or be understood by equally special people. They be critical of and look down on people they feel are not important. That's a lot, especially in conscious community. Okay, you're an NPC and you're all... No, they just realize they're not taking life seriously, or they know what this shit really about. So they probably a little bit more spiritual than you, and they not even into spirituality. That's the crazy part. But we're going to get onto that topic next. They take advantage of others to get what they want. Now, that's a big one, y'all. So we know there's a lot of users out here, and they use people to get what they want, to live life, to pay their bills, to feed them, to do all type of stuff, and they will drag you on. And you could be living with this person and they don't want to do anything with you. They don't want to have sex with you. They don't want to talk to you for real. But they need you to live so they can continue to live freely, or to kind of freeload a little bit, right? Because they think they're so special and important, right? They have an inability or unwillingness to recognize the needs and feelings of others. So basically, they're some a-holes. They be envious of others and believe others envy them. That's a big one. They behave in an arrogant way, brag a lot, and come across as conceited. And y'all don't even be looking that good. Y'all be average. Insist on having the best of everything. For instance, the best car, office. I mean, it's nothing wrong with that. You want the best, right? But you got to work for it. You ain't going to just get it. And it says, at the same time, people with narcissistic personality disorder have trouble handling anything they view as criticism. They can become impatient or angry when they don't have special recognition or treatment. They have major problems interacting with others and easily feel slighted. They react with rage or contempt and try to belittle other people to make themselves appear superior. They do this, right? Because they already feel superior to other people. So in their mind, you're not on their level. So belittling you is nothing because you're not on their level. You a peasant in their mind. and they have difficulty managing their emotions and behavior, especially when you criticize them. It could be in the slightest sense. They do not want to take it because they are narcissists and they can't take any criticism. And they experience major problems dealing with stress and adapting to change. They withdraw from or avoid situations in which they might fail. They feel depressed and moody because they fall short of perfection. They have secret feelings of insecurity, shame, and humiliation, and the fear of being exposed as a failure. Now, let me go back to that last one. They have secret feelings of insecurity, shame, humiliation, and fear of being exposed as a failure. Now, that's a big one. Like, narcissists, they just do stuff like, you're not even thinking about anything. Like, you just looking at them. Oh, don't look at my face. I didn't wash it that good today. Or, oh, don't look at my hand. I forgot. Like, I'm not even thinking about that. I'm looking at the soul you. Because I'm not on that level of just looking at the avatar body of you. I'm looking at the soul in you. But you so worried about your insecurities, you can't even be present with somebody else without stating or feeling that them insecurities, right? And it's almost humiliating to you because you got that fear of being exposed as a whatever, not as beautiful as you were, your skin not as nice as it was, you don't have the nice things that you used to have, so you don't want to be exposed for that. So make sure y'all, when you're dealing with narcissists, just continue to be who you are. Give them that love and light. Don't let them get you out of who you are, your comfort zone. Don't let them control your emotions, because anybody or anything that can control your emotions, you are a slave to that. So don't be a slave to anybody or anything. You are a god or a goddess. You got to remember that. Just continue to be in a state of gratitude, a state of love, and you gonna be all right. And release those people with love. You don't have to, I hate you and all that, cussing them out. Just release them with love and move on with your life. I mean, it could be hard, I know, especially when you've been with somebody for years, or you feel like that was the one, your soulmate. But that's exactly what it was. It was a soulmate. It wasn't your twin flame. It wasn't the person you were connected with when you ascended down here and the energy split and you became two different people. But even sometimes those people in this lifetime, y'all might not be compatible, or y'all found each other at a time when y'all wasn't ready. So sometimes those relationships, you might need to leave them where those at and just be cordial or try to work on it if possible. All right. Now let's get on this NPC stuff. Let's see what an NPC is. A lot of people in the quote-unquote conscious community, I call it really a network, because it's not a community. Let's see what an NPC is. It says, what does it mean to be called an NPC? First and foremost, NPC is an acronym of non-playable character, meaning any character in a game that is not controlled by the player. Excuse me. So that means you're not controlled by the player or by the quote-unquote the matrix. I mean, you are controlled by the matrix. It's not, you're not down here operating with your free will. You're being controlled by this outside entity that is projecting us our reality tunnel down here, and that is controlling you. So you're just going by the emotions. You're just doing following the norm that everybody else do. You're not thinking outside the box. You're not doing anything to break outside of the matrix. Article says, what does it mean to be called an NPC? The Gen Z insult that resulted, oh my God, in a recent stabbing. Explain. What? Didn't know that. Article states, so you've heard somebody calling someone an NPC, or maybe even recall one yourself, and now you're wondering, what does that mean? What does it mean? Coming from video games and now being thrown around by Zoomers as an insult. That acronym has been on the rise lately. Read all about what an NPC is and why you are really not one in that brief explainer. Now, I doubt that. The person who wrote this is probably an NPC. Let's be honest. So it says, what is an NPC? First and foremost, an NPC is an acronym of a non-playable character, meaning meaning any character in a game that is not controlled by the player. The term originated from the pen and ink role-playing games and got adopted in a video game development as early as the 1990s. NPC has been a term commonly used by gamers to refer to video cameras since that time. In September 2018, users on 4chan explained the terminology to real-life people they deemed devoid of individuality and decision-making, those they consider to blindly follow the lead without giving anything any real thought, or even having inner monologue, sheeple, if you will. Right, that was the time the so-called NPC Wojak, a gray Wojak character with a blank expression used to depict such individual, went viral, and the term NPC was first used to insult people. Now, we all know NPCs. NPCs are not trying to seek knowledge of themselves. They are not stepping outside the matrix to do anything. They are not correcting their status. They are people who wake up, I want to have a good job, I just want to have a family and not be bothered. Right? Sound like, okay, it's no problem, but at the same time, once you have the knowledge of self and the information knowing who we really are, and we are down here to complete certain missions, that should change what you do and how you operate in this 3D reality, right? But NPCs do not do that. They just go about the motions, like, oh yeah, okay, I see everybody wearing leggings, so I'm gonna wear leggings. I see everybody wearing this, so I'm gonna do that. Or I need the latest stuff to stay up to date or keep up with the Joneses. That's what NPCs are, right? Now, people use it as an insult when they get mad or somebody do something dumb. Oh, yeah, you're an NPC. No, they're not an NPC because they made a mistake. They're an NPC because of how they live their lives. Now let's keep reading. It says the Wojak meme died down, but the concept stuck. NPC turned into an insult to be used against people who stuck with the mainstream, mainly by those who held friends' psychopolitical views. Therefore, being called an NPC is akin to be called a person without individuality, originality, or personality, who serves only as a background character in other people's lives. It's semi-true, because you could have individuality and have a personality, but like, for example, a lot of this LGBTness and people being weird, it's like they're trying to be different, but the propaganda of the people who've been pushing this, that's exactly what they wanted you to become. So are you really showing individuality and have a personality, or are you having a personality that you think is going to be outside of the norm, or not the standard? So you're really falling for the psychological warfare that they're playing onto you. Now, this says the way 4chan coined the term goes a bit further back to a viral post that argued that there's only a fixed quantity of people on Earth. You could dig deeper into our database entry about the meme, and that is actually true. There are only a certain amount of people on Earth who are not NPCs. Everybody else are just a player in the matrix to make this projection from, a lot of people say, from the Black Knight satellite or the universal source, right, to keep the game going, quote unquote. Now they talk about NPC usage and memes or whatever. I'll read it a little bit. There are several meme formats associated with the NPC meme. First and foremost, there is the original NPC Wojak, a familiar gray face with a pointy nose and blank expression. the NPC Wojak often speak in unison if, if they are all a part of a single hive mind. There is no such thing as mass formation psychosis. Then there's an angry NPC Wojak brother. He frowns when his beliefs are questioned. What's your dream job? My dreams don't include work. Now, this is true. Especially with the older generation. They were like, well, these kids, they don't want to work. Who the fuck want to work for some stuff that should be free? Like water and electricity and air. Like, just think about that. And they really be upset that people don't want to work. And they said, and finally there's an NPC update chip. A recent meme format was the NPC Wojak update its program to the latest global issue. Eurasia. That's funny because I have a video I was saying somebody asked me or asked JDJ, I said, how many continents do you think it is? He said 7. I said it's only 5 because Europe and Asia are they're not continents by their own definition, because a continent is a large body of mass surrounded by 4 bodies of water, which Europe is not, or Asia. That's why it used to be called Eurasia, because they had to put it together to make it a whole continent, right? Now they say it's NPC at insult. Yes, being called NPC is an insult. The person saying it means that you're devoid of personality, originality, and individuality. Now that's not true. It means you're devoid of hopping outside of this matrix of what they have programmed for you, what they do through television, the music, media, entertainment, movies. That's all to program you psychologically to be what they want you to be, which is a worker, right? Especially public school and all that. That's just training for you to think how they want you to think, and not to use your critical thinking skills and to be something different. It says, is there a philosophy behind the NPC meme? His damn glasses are kind of dirty. Believe it or not, there's a philosophical idea that very much aligns with the NPC meme. It's called solipsism, and it holds that knowledge of anything outside of its own mind is unsure, which means there's no way to prove that any other mind other than your own are real. So it's a decent article, y'all. It's decent, but yeah, people people in the quote unquote conscious community, they love to get upset. They call you an NPC. Oh, that's an NPC. Like, but don't let that bother you. Especially you know who you are. People gonna come for you and attack you in different ways. But like I said earlier, you got to stay. Well, I didn't say that, but you need to stay in the 0 point field and stay grounded. Don't get too high. Don't get too low. Stay at a place where people cannot affect your emotions, because when they can control your emotions, you are a slave to them or anything. Okay, somebody on TikTok, they wanted me to talk about or asked me to do a video on how to meditate. Now, what is meditation? It's different meditations for different things, but on the basic level, a meditation, you are trying to get your mind to shut down the chatter and focus on one single thing. Rest and Power to Panic, a couple techniques that he always suggested was one, it's an exercise you can do every day. Start off 5 minutes. Now you can even hold the apple, right, while you're doing it, but you want to see the apple in your mind. Feel the apple, taste it, smell it. Just use all of your senses, right, for 5 minutes, and don't think about anything else. Now, if you have trouble or one of those people who can't stop your mind or your thoughts, what you can do is put on some headphones, zone out to some music, and whoever, I guess, album or song you're listening to, picture that person in your mind having a A concert for you, my bad. A concert for you. And do that for about 15 to 20 minutes every day. But when you're meditating, you want to get to the alpha state at first, right? You're going to be in that alpha state. But once you get to that delta state and you're able to shut everything down, you will be able to meditate anywhere. You could be at a basketball game, at the full arena. You're still able to get into that state to where you can't hear or feel anything around you because you're not there anymore. Your light body is in the astrals or in another realm per se while you're meditating. Now, when you're meditating, like, let's say you're trying to manifest a mate. All right, I have a video on this too. What you need to do is, now you don't envision like far as features. Like, I want a light-skinned girl, 5'1", fat ass, big titties, long hair. No, you want to envision a light body in full agreement of everything you want to do in this life. Like, I want somebody who's going to be on a spiritual stuff with me, meditate with me, grow with me, know how to communicate, love me properly, and things like that. So when you go into the meditation, that's what you're thinking about. But in order for that to work, you need to be living in a state of gratitude, of love, and vibrating on that love frequency, so you can actually pull what you want down, right, from the astrals. So just be kind to people. Go do a deed for an elderly person in your life. You run into the store, hey, do you need something? Or just bring them some food. Like, just be a good person, and you will start vibrating on that love frequency. You can also work on that through meditations, right? Before you start manifesting, you doing those meditations to raise your energies. I'm gonna give y'all a meditation. It's a joy meditation. Now, when you in the shower, just smile for 5 minutes while you're in there and think about something you like to do, or a significant other, or making love to them, or playing with your kids, and you just smile for 5 minutes. You can, now when you smiling this 5 minutes, it's going to, it's changing stuff in your brain, because you could not, it's like sending dopamine to your brain, because you could not smile for that long and not be happy, like unless, you know, something tragic happened, God forbid a parent died or sibling or something like that, something big. But you do that in the shower or whatever, you're laying down before bed, and it starts, and you will be in a state of joy. It's a joy meditation. So make sure y'all doing that. Now, if you're doing a meditation for chakras, so let's do I'm gonna show y'all the mudras, and maybe give y'all a couple mantras for the meditation. So if you worked on the root chakra, which all that fear and your lower self, and all that resides in, you're going to be doing like this. I point mine down, right, and I'm sitting on my anus, on my root, because that's where it's located, at the base of the spine. So I'm sitting down and I'm meditating using a singing bowl, and my mantra is, I am everything. I am everything. And I just keep repeating it. And I do it for 30 minutes when I'm doing a chakra cleanse. I just keep repeating, I am everything. All right. Here, let me see. I'm gonna pull it up for y'all to start seeing it. We'll go to the sacral chakra. Your sacral chakra. Now, this is the mudra for the sacral chakra, right? You're gonna put the right hand under the left one and make sure these touch. And you're putting them right there. One mantra I like to use for the sacral chakra is I have power over everything. I have power over everything. My bad, I'm trying to pull it up for y'all. One second. But that sacral chakra, that's where all that lust and all that need for sex and all that is trapped at, right? Especially our generation, we have been programmed through music and movies to just want to have sex and not have a connection with the other person, because sex is sacred and it's literally used to be rituals. And once you have sex with somebody, you bed them. That's really, that used to be your wife or your husband. It wasn't no courting process like that. But you want to cleanse that chakra so you don't need, or you don't get upset when you don't have sex, or your mate not feeling like doing it that day, and you don't, man, that's some bullshit, I'm gonna go beat your meat, or you about to play with yourself. Especially men, you need to retain that semen, right? Now let's go to the solar plexus, y'all. Do your hands like this, like slapping a 5. You gotta see my fingers, and I like to keep mine like close to my belly button where the solar plexus is. And I like to say, I am what I will. I am what I will, because it deals with willpower, right? So I'm saying I am what I will, or I am that I will, because you want to cleanse that out so your willpower can be strong and you can will things into your life that you need, right? Now let's go to the, hold on, yeah, somebody text me. The throat chakra. Damn, I skipped the heart chakra. My bad, y'all. Heart chakra. I had to text somebody about heart chakra, right? Same as a root chakra, but you keeping these together. You have them up in the air like this. And I like to say, I allow myself to love. I allow myself to love, because it deals with the love, not only for yourself, but loving yourself, but everything around you and everything in the universe. All right. Now, this is the throat chakra. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to show y'all something. I can't find it. Bro, what the heck? See if I can pull it up on my phone. I sent it to my phone. Oops, sorry, wrong thing. But yeah, the heart chakra. You know your heart chakra is congested or blocked because you can't manifest like you want to. Um, you also have a lack of compassion for others, and you know it's green and all that. And a lot of times you have immune problems and heart problems when your heart chakra is having an issue or clogged, right? Now I'll talk about the throat chakra. It deals, with creativity, communication. The throat chakra, uh, and this is very important because you have to be able to express yourself. And throat chakra is blocked or has a blockage. You're not able to say what you want or express yourself freely like you should be, right? The heck? But yeah, it's the throat chakra, y'all. Throat chakra, third eye chakra, crown chakra. Throat chakra, y'all. Third eye chakra. You have the crown chakra. Now the third eye chakra, that's that spiritual eye, right? Or that people say the third eye, but it's really the first eye because it's the first eye that develops inside of your brain. Uh, when you have blockages there, it's gonna be hard to, or how you gonna have an inability to interpret um, events on a spiritual level. You're not able to see with that eye, right? You're just seeing stuff as it is on a surface level. So you might watch a movie, you're not understanding the symbolism within it because your third eye chakra has a blockage, all right? Now that crown chakra, that connects you to the different realms, the spiritual realms, right? Uh, and it helps you connect and get messages from higher realms. And the blockages may manifest as intense pressure on the top of your head, and you're not able to connect or get messages or downloads from these higher dimensions or from quote unquote the ancestor. Even though your ancestors inside you, they still might can send you messages, right? When you have a Let me go back and say when you have a healthy one. I didn't talk about that. When you have a healthy root chakra, you are grounded, you are centered, you are feel belonging, you feel pride, you feel alive, you're healthy, you're able to trust people, you're independent, you ambitious, you passionate, you easily manifest abundance and survival because it deals with fear and survival, right? But when you got too much energy in there, you greedy, you egotistical, you're violent, you're dishonest, right? You're cunning. You have sexual energy entirely genital, right? So you just want to have sex all the time. But when you have too little energy in the root chakra, you can't reach your goals. You have a lack of confidence, right? You feel unloved. You feel unlovable. You're not grounded at all. You have deficient of energy. You lack confidence. Your spiritual will is weak. Sometimes you might be suicidal, right? And you see yourself separate from everyone else and not a part of the universal consciousness, all right? Now the sacral chakra, when you have a healthy sacral chakra, right? You are friendly. You are concerned um, about others. You have a sense of belonging. You have a desire for pleasure, right? Uh, you have sexual satisfaction. You're prosperous. You have a good sense of humor. When you have too much energy in the sacral chakra, you are emotionally explosive. You're overly ambitious. You're manipulative. You're caught up in illusions. You're overindulgent with too much sexual energy. You see people as sex objects. All right, you're aggressive. You're selfish. You're highly strong emotionally. You're constantly seeking power, right? Instead of uh, getting the power using your willpower. When you got too little energy in the sacral chakra, you're shy, you're timid, you're immobilized by fear, you're overly sensitive, you're self-negating, you're burdened by guilt, sexual energy, you're clinging to it, right? And you're guilty about having sex when it should be sacred or a sacred ritual, right? Your feelings of guilt, you have feelings of guilt, you have mistrust of others, you're unable to show emotions. Now, a healthy solar plexus, right? You're outgoing, you have respect of self and for other people. You're spontaneous, you're creative, you're logical, you're eloquent, you're self aware. Your attitudes towards the world are sociable. You're able to feel the sweetness of life. You have a sense of blocking and fitting and perfect in the universe. When you have too much energy in the solar chakra, you're overly demanding. You're a workaholic. You're a perfectionist. You're judgmental. You're demanding, right? You're always planning, but you're never manifesting. You're egotistical. You're ruled by ambition. You're overly concerned with your place in life and the relation to others. You crave the company of other people. You're unable to cope or amuse yourself on your own. You always need somebody to entertain you or be doing something. You can't just sit with yourself and be quiet, right? Now, when you don't have enough energy in the solar chakra, you're depressed. You have a lack of self-esteem. Uh, you feel isolated. You're afraid to learn anything new. You have psychomatic problems, right? You may even suffer from delusion and schizophrenia. You have anxiety, you have panic, you worry, you're close to the spiritual energies. You have a fear of change and you're incapable to opening to greater things in life because of this. Now, let's talk about a healthy heart chakra. When you have a healthy heart chakra, you're compassionate, you're you're almost like a humanitarian. You see the good in everyone, right? You're not a pessimist. You have a desire to nurture others. You are friendly and outgoing and in touch with your feelings. You patiently wait for the right partner. You're not constantly trying to force it and dating people. Oh, okay, maybe this, maybe this. You're patiently waiting and manifested that oh my God, I was gonna say you like to say soulmate, but you know how I feel about the twin flame, right? But you're forgiving. You exercise unconditional love, right? And you easily let go. And you're confident, you're inspirational, and you are hopeful. When you have too much energy in the heart chakra, you're very demanding. You are overcritical of people, right? You use money or sex to control others. You are a master of conditional love, for example. I love you if you do this for me, or I love you if you do that for me. You're a master manipulator. Or you tell people so like you wouldn't do that if you really love me. You have a lot of jealousy, right? You're overconfident. You're an angry person. You stingy. But when you don't have enough energy in the heart chakra, you're kind of paranoid. You feel sorry for yourself. You are indecisive. You feel unworthy of love a lot of times, and you have difficulty reaching out and to people and like rekindling friendships and love, or just telling them you're sorry or you forgive or you sorry for whatever hurt you may cause or did for them. Because I have done this personally. I've told every woman I have dated, or I literally have told her I apologize for whatever I did, even if I felt at the time that I wasn't wrong or whatever, just for my own self, but for them as well to know I am truly sorry about what happened, right? And you're afraid of letting go and getting hurt. You're devoid of compassion. Uh, you have paranoia. You're indecisive. And you need constant confirmation of self-worth. And you're unable to enforce will. We almost there, y'all. Now let's talk about a healthy throat chakra. When you have a healthy throat chakra, speaking of that, I got some drink. You are centered. You live in the present moment. You have a sense of time and you're a good speaker. You can meditate and experience divine energy. You have creative sexual energy as well, and you can seek bliss through meditation, right? You sincere, you truthful, right? Too much energy in the throat chakra. You're arrogant, you self-righteous, you talk too damn much. Man, I know a lot of people like that. Your sexual energy is Mako. You prefer partners who can be dominated, and you gossip too damn much. When you have too little energy in the throat chakra, you are timid. You hold back how you feel. You don't say it to people. Your sexual energy can't relax. It's like it's always you always horny, or you can't get horny enough. You may be afraid of sex. You can't express thoughts. You are inconsistent. You lack creative expression and discernment. You feel suppressed, or you swallow your feelings and you don't tell people. Now the brow chakra, or the first eye chakra, or y'all call it the third eye chakra. When you have a healthy third eye chakra, you are charismatic. You have no fear of death. You are a master of yourself. You are the knower of wisdom. Your consciousness is high. Your perspective is high. You're spiritually energetic. You're telepathic. You experience cosmic consciousness. Too much in the third eye chakra or brow chakra. You're proud. You're manipulative. You're ungracious. You're a warrior. You're fearful. You're oversensitive. You be spaced out a lot, and you like to belittle people, and you condescending as hell. When you don't have enough energy in the brow chakra, you are non-assertive. You are afraid of success. Sometimes you be schizophrenic. You're envious of other people's talents. You have confused thought. You have a lack of clarity within yourself. You are a worrier basically. Now the last one, the crown chakra. When you have a healthy crown chakra, you can be a miracle worker. You can transcend the laws of nature. You have total access to the subconscious. You have connection to the divine, your spirit guide, the source of spiritual energy. You're peaceful and you're grateful and you're a lover of beauty. Now you have too much energy in the crown chakra. You have a constant sense of frustration. Sometimes you might have even migraines and headaches out of the blue. You have a destructive sexual energy and expression with people. You're not passionate. You're like sometimes passionate. You're full of despair. You have problems with alcohol. You always want to drink or need to drink every night. You're egotistical, and you need sympathy from people to feel bad for you. You have too little energy in the crown chakra. You have no spark of joy. You have difficulty making decisions. Your memory lacks, and you have diminished concentration. It's hard for you to concentrate during meditation or just sit with yourself or focus on one thing at a time. All right. That's just some attributes, of healthy crown chakra. When there's too much energy in there, too little, so you know how to. You need to work on those certain chakras, y'all. But that's it for today. I gave y'all, that was my list. So, from notes, reading, just observations, being around people. Yeah, so this is one for the books, y'all. CJ does it all. It's season 3, y'all. So I'm taking this to a new level. This is me. This is how I'm setting it up. This is CJ, baby. This is C Smooth. We taking this to the next level. Make sure y'all follow, like, subscribe, share us with your friends, family, and spread peace and love, y'all. Don't be a fucking narcissist. All right, y'all. Peace, love, and light.